Hi there, intuitive eaters. My name's Sarah Nielsen. I'm an LPC of 20 years, and I specialize in eating disorders, disordered eating, the relationship with food, and intuitive eating. You can find me on Facebook, Sarah Nielsen, Counseling with Sarah Nielsen, or in the intuitive eating group, which is Intuitive Eating Free Education, Instagram, July Moon, or YouTube, which is Tales of a Psychotherapist. And I've got several videos coming out. I'm looking at my list that I'm pretty excited about. So I'm going to really try to get some done like every other day and post them. Today I wanted to talk about mindful eating and the importance of it, because when I say mindful eating, really I'm getting at hunger cues. Okay, so that's really what we want to talk about today is hunger cues. Hunger cues are what's going to help you tune into and feed your biological hunger as opposed to emotional hunger or taste hunger, if we can get real astute to our hunger cues. So biological hunger is our actual body is hungry and needs to be fed. Emotional hunger is just what it sounds like. I'm sad, I'm eating, I'm bored, I'm eating, I'm procrastinating, I'm eating, I'm anxious, I'm eating, I'm lonely, I'm whatever it is. And then taste hunger is I saw it, it looked good, so I ate it. So what the zone we're trying to be in most of the time is biological hunger. It doesn't mean we won't ever emotionally eat or taste eat, such as life, okay? Emotional eating, I think we often always think about like, I was sad and I overate. But emotional eating can also be celebratory, and it doesn't have to be damaging, if you will. It doesn't have to be poor quality. It doesn't have to be high quantity. So there's always going to be a level of emotional eating that we're all going to do and we accept. Same with taste hunger. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's ever going to be perfect. And so there's always going to be a time in your life where you see something and you eat something. What we're going for is to be in the biological biological hunger most of the time. Okay, that's what we're shooting for. So how do we get to biological hunger, knowing our hunger cues? And again, that's one thing that's going to help us combat emotional eating, overall problematic emotional eating, and even maybe taste eating. So you have to know your hunger signals. So let's talk about a few things. One is I'm going to give you some questions you can ask yourself that can help you discern, am I just bored and wanting to eat? Am I sad? Or am I like truly hungry? The first question is super obvious, but it's really the follow-up questions that are really going to help you like kind of detect. The first one is, am I hungry? Super obvious. How hungry am I? Okay, that's something to think about. Quantitative, qualitative. Do I want to rate it on a scale? Do I want to describe my hunger? Oh, I noticed my stomach's rumbling, for example. Other ways to tune into your hunger cues, which will help you then stream into that biological eating most of the time. What are your physical signals of hunger? You got to know those. Maybe you get weak or shaky, for example. Maybe your head hurts. Mentally, what are your hunger cues? Do you get distracted, trouble focusing? That's the biggest one that comes to mind. I'm sure there's others. Add it to the comments if you think of them. And this would be really great for anybody to add to comments. What are my physical, mental, and emotional signs of hunger? Because it helps other people understand theirs. And that's the third one is emotional. What are your emotional signals for hunger? Like me, irritable. Yeah, I can admit it. Hangry. So am I hungry? How hungry am I? You can rate it. You can describe it. Check in on your physical body. What are my hunger cues? Are any of those present? What are my mental cues? Are they present? Emotional. So that means you need to sit down and think about these and identify them and maybe even write them down. When did I last feel hungry? oh wow, I actually remember feeling hungry half an hour ago, but I got busy and here I am. What and when did I last eat? Well, listen, sometimes it's been a while since we ate. Sometimes it was just a little bit ago, but it wasn't very much, or it wasn't sustaining. So it's not to judge yourself or incriminate yourself. It's to think through this like a detective is what we're doing. We're trying to get in an objective mindset, not subjective. We're not trying to judge ourselves, okay? We're trying to step away and get some distance. And then some of the other ones we've already explored, like body and emotions. So the main point with this video is know your hunger signals, explore your hunger signals. They will help you like get into the groove of mostly biological eating. There is some emotional eating that we all do. We accept that as a part of life. We're trying to move away from that problematic emotional eating. And some other videos coming up, I'm going to talk about guilt and shame and combating that. I'm going to talk about the over-exercising and some ways to work on that. We did the hunger cues, so I'm going to do a mindful eating video. I'm going to do a video on fruit and diet culture. I'm going to do a video on chronic conditions. And I'm going to do a video talking about recovery. So those are the ones that are coming in the next few weeks. Thanks for watching.